Hi, everybody in YouTube world. It's Junior Tarot Queen. I guess by now we all know that a tree fell on our house, and thank goodness the electric Hoyer was there. Hi, Eleanor. Um, and uh, it saved Kevin's life, so I'm very thankful for that. Of course, it crushed my car and Sheila's car. Um, I still haven't heard anything about my band, but you never know. Looks like I guess we were upside down in the trailer, so who knows where we go from here. I don't know if they'll come and get it. I just know I got to get what stuff I can salvage out of it, and get a dumpster and throw some stuff in it. I guess I don't know where to go from here, actually. So if anybody has any suggestions, please let me know. Um, and I'm going to be using the Opposites Tarot. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to hop on here and ask them, and I'll be glad to answer them if I can. It's been a difficult couple of days for me and Kevin and Holly and Dylan. It's, we're all cramped into her house, and so it's just kind of challenging. And I really, guys, I really don't know where to go from here. We are weighing our options and trying to figure out what goes on. And I guess I can't. And all the kitties, all the kitties, they're all safe and fine. One of them, I think, is locked in my room. Anyway, I think one of the kitties is locked in my room. I think it's Morrison. He's the real cute one. He looks like Jim Morrison with blue eyes. He's real cute. Siamese and tuxedo cat. I think they call him a horseshoe. But he was a rescue, as we like to rescue kitties around here. I hope everybody has their Sunkist ready. I'm in need of mine. Anyway. I shut the door and shut him in there because I don't like the cats in my room. My tarot cards are in there. Everything's all jumbled. And, I'm afraid one of them might poo in there or get hurt somewhere. That's why one of them is in my room. And I was hoping Holly would come in and I could tell her to try to get him out, but she didn't. So she's out there moving stuff around. Looks like it's... She backed my truck up and using my truck. Anyway, so one of the kitties is in my room. He's just shut up in there, and I probably need to go check on him. But so the life of June, not the life of Brian. So the life of June. I always wondered, why I didn't get the lottery luck. I get the 1 in a million of I got that message, Eleanor. Thank you. I I was wondering why I didn't get the lottery luck. Instead I get the 1 in a million tree fall on your house luck. So anyway, I don't know. I really, a way that you could help me, everyone out here in YouTube world, is to help my YouTube channel grow. And I know that it might be asking a lot because maybe you're not interested in what I have to say. And, but if you are, and you do, please like and subscribe to my channel and comment as much as you can. And, join me and talk to me and let me talk to you and see if we can't get this channel going. I could do the live by taking my phone out to the trailer and, just talking about that. But that might be a different story. Today is to help everybody else. But if you do like my channel, please hit like and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, and I will do it on here anonymously if you'd like, and just tell me, and I will not use names. So you just have to tell me. Just send me an email to junewagner633@yahoo.com, and we'll get on it. Anyways, is there anything you'd like to talk about, Eleanor, other than me and the kitties? And you can always help me by Venmoing my Venmo account, which is, I think it's June Wagner -1 or something like that, or 111 or something. I don't know. Gina usually puts it up here. Maybe she'll put it up here in a little bit. So if you would like to donate, you can do that, or you can do through Zelle, Z-E-L-L, or Cash App, or I have all of those. So you can do that if you would like to donate and help us in our disaster area. That was nice of you. Thank you, Eleanor. I appreciate you. You're always looking out for me. And I would love to be able to have her on my channel, and maybe that would help out some, help my channel grow. I talked to Gary of the Twin Tarots, and he said as soon as things settle down with me a little bit, he will see what he can do to be live on my show. Don't know if that will happen, but maybe. You never know. Got to start somewhere, right? I guess they think they've helped me all they can. It could be a lost cause. But anyway, let's see what's going on in the world today. The world is crazy. We hear that Iran had hacked into the Epstein files, and that's why thank you, Eleanor, I appreciate you. I think that's why he is wanting to bomb Iran, because Iran has some information on him when it comes to the Epstein files. So that's why he's wanting to start a war, and not just so we can't have an election, just because he can start a war and they can't leak out information on what he did with Jeffrey Epstein. So let's see if that information will get looked at. Let's ask that question. Okay, universe, will that I guess Holly left. She didn't leave with my keys. She did. I guess Holly left. Okay, we'll ask that question next, Gina. What will the State of the Union going to do? What they can do. But this one is, will the Epstein files get leaked? Will Donald Trump get found out? This one says, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep, he's going to be left out in the cold. Let's see what this one says. Yeah, he's got a loss coming. He's got a loss coming. So what do you want to know what the State of the Union is going to do? What is the State of the Union going to do about Trump, or what? What is the State of the Union going to do about what? Going to take all the strength they can get to try to cover it up or spin it. That's probably what that means, Helena. What is the State of the Union going to do about what? Looks like it's just me and you on here today, Eleanor. I don't know if anybody else has joined us or not. I I hope so. There's two of us, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us, you and I. So what do you want to know what the State of the Union is going to do about what? About Donald Trump? I don't know. I don't know what you want me to ask about the State of the Union. What are they going to do? What is the State of the Union going to do? Lots of stuff, I guess. They got the wheel. I guess they're spinning. They're thinking. They're trying to come up with what they are going to do. It looks like they're spinning. They're thinking. They're trying to figure out what's the best approach to this, and they're just not trying to be lucky. Looks like a battle. It doesn't look like they're winning that battle. Trump will try to flip the script. I know that the tariffs have gotten denied, and some companies are wanting their money back from those tariffs. So that's pretty cool that they're suing the administration for that money back. So hopefully they'll get it. We also have the Ace of Wands, which is a new, I think after this, there's going to be a new type of bill or amendment to the Constitution where this can never happen again, for sure. And it doesn't look like somebody is taking, there is the loss card. That's the loss. Like somebody is going to lose. And I believe it will be Trump. And this is, he doesn't have enough action, enough get up and go left in him to get up and go. I mean, he's fallen asleep standing up. His health is deteriorating. I already heard that the 5th Amendment or the 25th Amendment is being introduced already. So that's kind of cool. I haven't really listened to anybody today on the on any of my podcasts I usually listen to, which is like Midas Touch and Tennessee Brando, and sometimes or most of the time I'll listen to Gary and the Tarot Twins. But anyway, and Dave, when Dave's on there. I don't normally go to Dave's channel that much, but I do pop in there every once and again when I have a little bit of spare time, which is hardly ever these days, between cleaning and trying to figure out what my next step is. Do I get a dumpster? Do I do this? Do I do that? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And I know I could get a pod and have all my stuff put in the pod until they put another trailer there. But then where do I put the pod so it doesn't be in the way of the nether trailer? And do they take that old trailer off? I just don't know. You know, I just don't know. I guess I should ask the cards that. Maybe they could tell me. Justice will be served. Donald Trump is going to get his just reward, if you will. Justice will be served. So that's a good thing, that justice will be served. I think it's already starting to be served in a very good way for the American people anyway. And even around here, there's been some ICE agents in Tennessee now, in the bluer districts like Kingsport. And I guess the middle school children walked out of school the other day and was protesting ICE out. They were going to parks, and a few of them walked out of school and is protesting, and they didn't want to do it on school grounds because they didn't want ICE harassing the immigrant children in the school. So I think that it's really cool that even the middle school kids are coming out and protesting against ICE here in Tennessee. and that's good. You wouldn't think ICE would be in Tennessee. We're such a red state. You wouldn't think there would be anybody but white people here. So I don't know. So, but I just I'd like to get the pod, but I don't know where to put it. I don't want to put it in the way of them putting another trailer in, or taking away the trailer that's there. I don't know what my next step is. I really don't, and I probably won't until Monday. It's probably a question I should have asked, but I didn't. It's kind of hard to think of everything, when you're in the moment. You think of it later. Like sometimes I'm like, man, a house should have fell on me, not a tree on Kevin, But anyways, luck of the draw. So does anybody else have a question? Anybody on here other than me and Eleanor? Yet? No? Nobody? Tell us if you're on. Let us know. It says there's 6 people watching. Please talk to us. Yeah, Chrissy Gnome, she needs to go ahead and go, hey, Nicody, how are you? I'm glad you're on. Kim Bellinelli, hello. It was so good to talk to you the other day. You know everything that's going on in my life, and it's a chore. It's a chore. Thank you for coming on and talking. And Shooting Star, hello. I'm glad you're here. I know everybody knows by now that the tree fell on the house. They totaled the modular home. And so I don't know if they're going to come and take it off. I got to get my stuff out of there. I got to get the insulation and trash off of my stuff. So I need to get a dumpster out there, I guess that. Hi, Gina. Well, I hope you win bingo. Hope you have better luck than me. I get the tree falls on your house odds instead of like winning the bingo odds or the lottery odds. Probably got bit by a alligator before I win the lottery. Better chance. Oh, your dog's sick again. I'm so sorry. Sending positive energy to the dog. I'm going to step out and see if I can get Morrison to come out of my room. So you guys talk amongst yourselves, ask some questions. And Gina, if you would put the Venmo number up, and I also have a cash app. It's June Wagner 1111, I believe, is my cash app. I'll look to make sure that's what it is. But let me so I can see if I can get that cat out of my room. That's probably been doing once you get something to eat. Morrison. What? Mama. Hello. She's in there. He in there. He's staying in there. Motley. Hey, Motley. What you doing, Motley? Okay. I'm back. Hope y'all didn't miss me too much. Oh, I know you probably been through some things like this, like with all the snow you guys get up there. Yeah, shake a big bag of treats. He didn't really like treats. Morrison doesn't. He's he's a really weird kitty. He's pretty. We used to call him Forrest. Morrison Forrest Gump. I mean Wagner. It's not the sharpest little knife in the drawer, but he sure is pretty. And let me check my Cash App. See what my Cash App is. So if anybody has any questions, please feel free to message me. Yeah, my Cash App is $, and then it says June Wagner 1111. So you could always send me money that way if you like. And I can invite people to, and I can invite some people, and they can I can get $15 if I just invite you and you sign up for Cash App. But anyway, it's $, June Wagner. There you go, 1111. Thank you very much, Gina, for putting that up there. So there's 3 ways that you can donate money if you would like to, or whatever. I wish you all lived close, like my neighbors, and we could all just get in there and shovels and gloves and throw debris into a dumpster. First, I got to find a dumpster. I guess that's my first chore, is to find a dumpster so I can get some stuff out of there. Hi, Kirby Kid 63. And yes, I will pull a card for your dog, Kirby 63. Let's see. He's wanting to know, will Trump taco out on his war with Iran? Well, Iran has hacked into his emails with Epstein and some email files between him and Epstein. So I think Iran is going to leak some of that stuff out to the press. And that's going to happen, I know. So will he taco out on that? Will Donald Trump taco out on the war with Iran? Doesn't look like it. He thinks that putting our military and our Coast Guard lives at risk for his benefit is a good idea. He thinks that's a good idea. I think he will lose that war. And too bad our American people have to suffer through that. Hopefully that Congress can stop him from doing that, which it looks like he may have a little bit of trouble getting that started through Congress, because he has to go through Congress to start it. But he's trying to overrule Congress. And Page of Wands, he is taking some unnecessary risk, not only with himself, but with the American people's lives. He is taking unnecessary risks. There's no reason to go to war with Iran. No reason right now. We got enough to deal with here at home. He needs to be concentrating on how he's going to get prices down to where people can afford to live and make a good wage for yourself. You got the World card, which is learning different cultures and, a cycle, being an end of a cycle, but it's also learning different cultures and going back to school and getting some education, which he definitely needs, or to get some morals. This is what he needs to do. Trump. Now I'm going to pull a card for Gina's dog. Put a filter on a wet, dry vac. You mean yeah, I don't have any electricity up there. They turned off all the electricity on the trailer because they were afraid it would start a fire. So we don't have any electricity there. I do have my generator. However, I used it to keep my refrigerator going. So it's dead. So I got to pull it out. I should have pulled it out and got some sun while we had some, because who knows if we'll get some tomorrow. I don't. So let's see how Gina's dog is gonna fare. Oh, Gina's dog is faring. I know you hate to lose your dog, and I know that you don't want to put her down. As she's suffering, I feel like, sometimes that's the best thing to do. I know my cat, Festus, we had to do that to him, and my brother-in-law went with me, of course, because Kevin couldn't, but I wanted to be there with Festus to hold his little hand, but it was a little fall. But he seemed relieved. And he's put in our little pet cemetery with Bonnie and Clyde, Hank. So, yeah, she's going through a little rough bit, but she's been a good dog, and you've got a good intuition, so you know when it's time to say she's suffered enough. So listen to your intuition, Gina. You have a very good intuition. You got the Ace of Wands, which is growth, and sometimes it's I did. It was after church, or a guy that was from South Africa, actually. He says it's a biblical name, actually, not about gun smoke, but I was like, oh. Anyway, they don't have all their information as far as the dog goes. BB, is that her name? As far as BB goes, she is hurting, she is suffering, and I know it's so hard when you're trying to make them better and to make them feel comfortable, to where, because I think sometimes we have to give people and animals permission to leave because we love them so, and we don't want them to go, and they know that, so they hang on a little longer than they should. And the Nine of Swords, it's not looking good for little BB. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry this is not the best of news, but it's hurtful and it's painful, and she's in a lot of pain. She's not feeling her best, and I know you're doing everything you can, Gina, to make her comfortable. And I know that you're trying very hard to make sure that she's okay. It's like she's your support animal. I get it. And you'll know when the right time is to say goodbye to her and let her go, and let her cross over the rainbow bridge and say hi to Festus and Sammy and Bonnie and Clyde and Puddles, my Puddles. He's over there too somewhere. So you'll know when the right time is, that you've done everything that you can to make her comfortable, and know that she has had a good life with you. And I don't know what the next question was. She's only 8 years old. Oh, wow. Are they telling you what's wrong with her? Does she have some sort of disease that's... Oh, good. I'm glad it's not BB. It's Minnie. Oh, Minnie. What's wrong with Minnie? Did she eat something? Up here, I was reading on BB. Well, let's think about... I don't know what that second question... Somebody had another question after the Gina question, but I don't know what it is. I don't want to leave the site, that's for sure. Not trying to do that. Try to get that off of there. Maybe it'll come up. He's already trying to do that 10% tariffs on all the world and everybody. Let's see. Oh, she might have been, because I don't think they had all the information that they needed to, because that magician card came upside down, and I don't think that they had... Hi, you guys. Holly, will you try to get Morrison out of my room, because I got him shut up in there and I can't get him. I think he's under the bed. Thank you. So let's see. Yeah, I do think he was misdiagnosed as well, and I hope they're not treating him for that and then giving him something that's poisoning him. Wow. Good. I'm glad you took her to another vet. So how is she behaving, to put in his pocket? To put what in his pocket, Eleanor? What are we talking about? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, what's going on? I can't read. Yeah. Yeah, Trump does need an exorcist. I agree. He needs something. Oh, yeah, to put in his pocket, right? He's not giving it back to the people because the people have to pay for it, regardless of how much it is. Did you get him?
It was Motley.
Motley was in my room? Motley was?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I knew somebody was in there. Anyway, so I think my next step is I can't do anything this weekend, I guess. My next step is to get a dumpster and throw stuff in there, and also call the Vanderbilt Mortgage and see if they're going to, they've totaled it, and see if they're going to salvage any of the windows because they didn't break, or the doors. So I don't know. Yeah, so if anybody has any questions for me, please put that in there, or I'll just keep rambling on about my problems. And I think we're sick to death of my problems. I know I am. I've already had some meltdowns there. And I know that it seems like a never-ending story. It just builds on top of builds on top of builds. And I'm just like, okay. So, yeah, I've had a couple already, that's for sure. My poor husband, I cried on his shoulder and put his arms around me, and he held me, and being the sweet man that he is, I had to put his arms around me though, because he couldn't move, but he knew he was holding me, and I knew he was holding me with his heart, keeping me in his thoughts. And hello, Louisa Erger? Is that you, Louisa Erger? Am I mispronouncing your name? How do your chances of winning look? Let's see. How does Shooting Star Lois? Hi, Lois. I hope you're doing well. Anyway, how does Shooting Star's chances look? Ooh. Only a few more games left. Let's see how her chances are looking for bingo. I hope you win. Well, you haven't been lucky so far. Use your intuition. Think the number, think the number, think the number. Think the number. Oh, no. Okay, good. Thank goodness you're back. Think the number, and you're not trapped into it. So, maybe you will win. That sounds good. That sounds exciting. I hope you do. I hope you get to stand up and yell bingo. And you got the Queen of Wands, which is a Leo type of thing. So fake it till you make it. Believe that you will win, and you will win, right? So believe. I say you're going to win something. Hopefully. And if you guys, again, if you have any questions that you would like to ask, please do. And please share with all your friends and have them like and subscribe to my channel and comment if they like what they're hearing or if they have a comment. Even if they don't like what they're hearing, they can comment negatively. I can take it. I'm a big girl. I think I can take it. I don't know if I can take it right now or not, but maybe. You're so welcome, Shooting Star. And I hope you win the big one. I hope you win the one that matters the most. That's where my thought is. I'm going to take a moment and see you in the bingo parlor and standing up shouting, bingo. When I closed my eyes, I saw a man with a beard, like a shadow of a man with a beard and longer hair and a V-neck t-shirt. Is anybody like that in the bingo hall calling out the numbers? Ignore the black trolls. I didn't see any trolls. Do I got trolls? Haven't seen Jan with 2 N's on today yet. Yeah, I wish I was a witch. There was one person telling me I was a witch, and I was like, I wish, you wish I was a witch, because if I was a witch, nobody'd be hurt and everybody'd be happy. Yeah, me too. Me too. I think Iran is going to leak some of that. Some of it has already been leaked. So let's see if Trump is going to be held accountable for these victims, and Maxwell as well. I mean, she's in prison, but she's in a plush prison, so which is not fit for a pedophile, if you ask me. But let's see if Trump is held accountable, at least stripped of his rights as to be a president. Should have never been a president to begin with. 34 felons. Shouldn't have even have been allowed to run. Well, it looks like business will be taken care of. Somebody is going to take care of those victims. So people are fighting for them. People are definitely lifting them up in their thoughts and their energy and sending good, positive energy their way. And so, that's a good thing that they're sending positive energy their way. Looks like I lost a couple people here. But anyway, they're sending them, they're lifting them up and sending them positive energy. And I do believe that, Trump is going to get his. He has been such a little devil, and everybody knows it. I mean, he's going to get his. He's going to get his just. And if it's not in this lifetime, it'll be in the next for sure. But I don't even think he's going to be living. Yeah, I just said I wish. I mean, shoot. Because everybody would be happy. Nobody'd have to worry about nothing. I just wave my magic wand and everything would be just perfect for everybody. Oh, somebody got unshowed. I don't know what that was. I don't know. Oh, it's a big bingo hall at a casino. Well, hopefully you win it. Hope you win a big one. A shooting star, that would be wonderful. So anybody else got a question? And again, please, y'all, spread the word about my channel. Tell everybody you can. Send me light and love, if nothing else, and help this channel get monetized so I can help our family uh, do what we need to do to survive since I can't go to work because, I have a full-time job. I just don't get paid. As my husband says, he says, you have a full-time job. You just don't get paid. So, no, they don't. They don't. And I never claimed to be a witch. I don't know too much about the craft. I know about giving positive energy or giving negative energy, and I try not to give negative energy to anyone. I personally believe that Nancy Griffin or Griffey is past. I don't think she's with us. I think she's crossed the Rainbow Bridge or whatever bridge we cross when the veil. She's lifted the veil, went to the other side. I wish they could find her remains for closure of her family. But if she has been in need of medicine and they didn't have her medicine, they may not have killed her, but that killed her because she needed her medicine. So let's see if there is anything about Miss Nancy there that the universe wants to disclose to us. I personally think she's already crossed over. Let me shuffle these one more time on that question. Cody. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell time frames with tarot. I mean, there are seasons, and I can ask what season he's going to be gone and maybe get a year out of it. I don't know. I think that's it. That's all it wants to say about that. Well, I do believe that they are out there searching for her, and I think they will find her, but I don't think that they're going to find her healthy. Let me see if they're going to find her healthy. I'll put these cards back in there because it does look like they're going to find her. Ooh, okay. No, they're not going to find her. They're going to find her remains. They're trying to take action. They're moving a little slowly. And it's hard when you don't have any leads, really. It's really hard. And they probably dumped her. They're looking at new approaches to find her. And hopefully they do. But they're putting some money. I think there's an award to find her to someone who has information that leads to the rest of her abductors. There is some money out there, so they're putting their money where their mouth is anyway, and that's a good thing. Page of Pentacles. I don't think they're as organized as they should be. But they're trying to organize and find her quickly. I got this dread feeling that it's too late for them to find her alive. And that's the Empress. They did not take good care of her. They did not grab her medicine that she so desperately needed. I wish they would have. And then they would have a standing chance to get a ransom. But, they're not even making demands anymore, I don't think. And it's very sad. It's very sad. Yeah, I can hear him now. The devil made me do it. Donald Trump told me to do it. So I did it. That'll be their defense. Probably. If they ever catch them, that is. Greed. Donald Trump has given people permission to be mean, I believe. That's my personal opinion on the subject. It's not what the cards say, but my personal opinion is he's given people permission to just be mean and hateful and cruel to others because he has no morals. He has no empathy or compassion for anybody but himself, not even his own child. Ivanka, I can't believe that she doesn't even want anything to do with her dad anymore, which is also kind of sad. I reached out to Gary just the other day, and he said when things settle down a little bit for me, because he knows what I'm going through, that he would see what he could do, and that's the answer that I got, to do a collaboration with the Tarot Twins, and I hope that they will help me in some way if they can. And I know that everybody has problems. I'm not the only person in the world with problems. I'm sure of that. Maybe not as big as mine, maybe bigger. Who knows? I mean, I'm lucky that I didn't lose my husband, because I can't even fathom grieving and trying to hold myself together. Can't even fathom that. So I'm thankful that I still have him, and he's still alive, and he's still here with me and snoring in the living room. I don't know if you guys can hear him or not, but I hear him. Let's see. You feel like she's in Southern California, near or close to Bakersfield. Let's see if Nicode's feelings are correct on where she thinks Nancy is located, near Bakersfield in California or close to Bakersfield. Yep. Yeah, I think you've got a pretty good gut feeling that she is around that area. This card is the wheel spins, and they can move her. Sometimes they go back to the place where they dump the body and move it somewhere else. But yeah, that looks like that's where she's at. And it looks like she's in a cold place. It's not a very warm spot where she's at, and I hate that for her. And then we got the World card reversed, and it looks like she's already went under the veil and went to the other side. And I wish that she could somehow lead the police to where she is, so that her family can get some closure on her, because she was a wonderful woman, very smart, cognitive, more cognitive than our president. She would ace that test too. Oh no, Eleanor, I'm sorry. I hope you don't have food poisoning. That sucks. Well, take good care, and I will talk to you hopefully later, and I hope you're okay. Take some Pepto-Bismol or eat an egg raw if you can. Yeah, she seemed like a very good person from the interviews and things that I've seen of her. She seemed like a wonderful person. But I do think she's crossed over. That's my opinion, especially when I look at the pictures of her now. When I saw a picture of Elizabeth Smart, who got kidnapped, I knew she was still alive. And I knew Renee Ramsey was not. I knew Summer Wells. I believe that she is still alive. This little Evelyn Boswell that went missing here, I knew she was dead by looking at pictures. So, what are you going to do? But anyways, it's okay. You taking that?
To the basement.
Oh, do you have room? Okay.
This much.
Will it fit? My daughter's moving some furniture, so she's taking it to the basement, and I'm like, I said, "You got room?" She said, "This much." I said, "Will it fit?" So anyway, they're trying to get their house, which we're kind of invading, um, straight, and get things cleaned up and modernized and looking nice and pretty and crisp and clean, and that type of thing that people like to do with their houses. you know and I guess, does anybody else have any questions? You're still with me, I hope, Gina. Um, and I think your dog was diagnosed incorrectly, so hopefully they can get the better of uh, the things going on. No, they have totaled my modular home. I don't know if they're going to come and take it off or what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. I need to call and ask that question on on Monday. I will call Vanderbilt Mortgage and find out what they're going to do with it. If they're going to take it off, or do I need to take it off? And if I need to take it off, I'll salvage the windows and sell them or whatever in the door, and put my stuff in a pod and go look for another place to put up there. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, or call a salvage yard that takes halfway destroyed homes or totally destroyed homes. I guess it's kind of knocked off its pillars a little bit, and so I don't know. I don't know what my next step is. I guess my next step is to get a dumpster out here and just start throwing some of that insulation in it so I can get the rest of my good stuff into a pod, which I plan on putting a pod there somewhere, but I don't want to put it in a way of them removing the trailer or the modular home or putting another one on there, if I can even get another one. Kevin and I he's on Social Security disability, and I am on just Medicaid or Medicare, not Medicaid. And so and Social Security. So we don't get a whole lot of money. So I don't know that they'll give me a loan, but they might. You never know, right? Hopefully they will. Yes, it was insured. The property, it belonged to Kevin's mother that we put the trailer on. Of course, she passed, so now it belongs to Kevin and his brother. And Holly is buying her father's share of the property, and so it'll be Holly and his brother, her uncle Phil. So I don't know. We are just in a tight spot. We don't know what we're doing. So I need to go with the Amish, because these guys, they just slapped this thing together anyway, and it wasn't very good. Yeah, I mean, we did have it fully insured in content and removal, but they only paid the tree guys $500 to remove the big tree, which, they removed it, but we had to pay some out of pocket for that as well, which one of our friends actually donated that. So we didn't really pay for it. One of our friends paid for that, which we're very, very appreciative and very thankful for. And our neighbors have been just absolutely wonderful around here. I'm going to call one of them and see if they can tell me where they got their dumpster, so I can get a dumpster and get some people out here, and we can throw some trash in it and let them take it off, because I can't fill up my trash can with all that insulation. They wouldn't like that too much. Oh no, you had oh, you fell? Oh shoot. Slick driveways. Oh, yeah, I'm a klutz too. Did you get hurt? Hope you didn't get hurt. too badly anyway. My daughter's boyfriend's mother fell trying to get a ladybug off of her curtain. She has 8 staples in her head right now. Or she is lucky that they were there. Holly and Dylan were both there, so she's lucky. We must be careful in our old age. We must be careful. I do not have a PayPal. I do have like Venmo, Cash App. I have Zenny. I think that's where Zenne. I think that's through my bank. So, oh, you're going to be sore. Did this happen just today? Nicody, did it happen just today? You'll be sore tomorrow if it did. Yeah. That's all I have is those 3. Of course, I have a Square. I can take Square, but they charge a percentage for that. So we won't do that because I don't want to cost anybody any extra money. I don't. Yeah. So it's just been a wild and crazy ride this last little bit. You put butter on it earlier in the week. You put butter on your sore, or where you were sore. That helps. Butter helps. I've heard that WD-40 helps on joints and stuff. I never heard that butter helps. I know honey helps. It helps heal bed sores, and I've been putting it on Miss Sheila's leg, and it's been helping heal her leg. It's good. I didn't know that butter helps. I'll have to try that when my legs are sore. I've been using that Ventura. It's for arthritis and muscle soreness. I've been using that on my legs because I've had both knees replaced, and so I know it's not arthritis. It's just my muscles in there. But as we get older, we must pay attention to where we're putting our feet, right? And we got to try to stay in as best shape as we can, and do those things that take our vitamins, take our medicine if we need to, and probably always keep some on us in case we get kidnapped or adult napped. It's just craziness. I want the world to be a better place. I want the world to have morals again. That's what I want. I want people to be nice to one another. And if I had a wish, that's what it would be. It's for people to be nice to one another. There's no reason to be mean. It doesn't cost you anything to be nice and to be kind. It doesn't cost anybody anything to do that. Oh, well, that's cool. I feel like I'm in my 80s because I pace, because I just don't know what to do. I don't know what my next step is going to be, and I'm just, my head is spinning. Oh, yeah. Oh, I just got a friend from my friend Monica just said, yeah, it's not an easy job. I do it because I love Kevin, and it doesn't really hurt me to turn him. Luckily, I have a lot of upper body strength. not so much lower body strength, but I do have a lot of upper body strength, which helps with the turning and things like that. But of course, the standing there for so long, gets a little tiring. Sometimes you got to sit down, but I'm trying, and that's all I can do. I love him very much, and I'm thankful that he is still with me, and that I get to turn him, and I get to bounce things off of him and talk to him, and he is so smart and so intelligent that he is a smart man. I am very lucky to have him, and so maybe he knows what my next step should be to take, because I don't, and I will talk to him a little bit about that later. And well, that's really cool. I'll have to remember that butter trick. I know it's good to cook your eggs in. Maybe Eleanor should make her an egg, a little soft scrambled egg, and put some butter in there. Maybe that will help with her food poisoning. I hope that she didn't get food poisoning, but if she did, hopefully that helps. Let's see who's trying to text me. It's I don't know why this person is not watching my channel. I'm gonna tell her she should be watching my live. If I could spell, I'd be dangerous. Anyway, so does anybody else have any questions? Anything they want to know? Huh. Okay. I'll remember that. Thanks for passing that remedy down. As Kevin's still got some little scratches where he doesn't have much movement, so he can't move, so he can't really get blood circulating to the little scratches that he had gotten from that tree. So and there's poking in the hospital, so maybe I can get a little circulation going and get some healing into those areas. Should you get back into stock? Let's see. Should Nicody get back into stock? I'm doing a live right now. They've totaled the house. I don't know what my next step is. I'll call you later. There, took care of that. Should I get back into stock? Like trading stocks? So what you're talking about? I don't know. The stock market ain't looking too good right now either. I guess that's it. According to this, the first card that popped out said yes. Definitely, you should get back into it. You were probably very good at it. So, yeah, get back into it. Word of caution, start small. Make sure you water it and pay attention to where the stocks that you are investing in are going. So pay very close attention to it. Make sure you water it. And the Eight of Wands, and sometimes you got to let some stuff go and see what comes back to you. Like if you're investing in like 3 or 4 different places, see, you might need to let one go and see what comes back in a better way. So, but it says yes, of course you should. But you need to let some things go and keep some. personally. Yeah, I'm not very good at the stock market either. I've tried to invest and I don't even know what I was doing. So that money's still out there somewhere. I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. So, but yeah, I would definitely, watch it no matter, if you invest in a couple of different places, make sure that you're investing in the ones that you feel like are going to benefit you the most. And then the ones that don't, let them go and put that money into something else. So, anybody else got anything they want to ask or? Yeah, personally, yeah, you should get into it. Yeah, definitely. It's always good to invest. If you have something to invest in, if you have some to invest, it's good to invest to let your money grow, of course. Yeah. I even wanted a hot tub. I thought, man, if I could just get him in a hot tub. But since he has no movement, heck, right now I can't even get his power chair in this house. So he can't even get up out of bed. Bless his heart. Oh, and I guess I really need to go and get some exercises in on him. And he doesn't turn till I don't even know what time it is. Let's see, I just turned him at 2, 3, 4. So he turns at 5. So I guess I should probably say good night to all or good morning, whichever the case may be. Kind of miss Jane with 2 N's from Norway. She didn't get on today, but it's hard to know when I will be on these days because my life is in such a chaotic state right now. But it won't be this way always, I'm sure. No, I don't have a lift. We had the manual Hoyer, but the electric Hoyer got crushed, and that's what saved him. We do have the manual Hoyer, but I can't get it out of that room because of all the debris in that room, and it's in the adjoining bathroom to that room, so I can't get it out of there. And even if I could, we have gravel from that house to this house. So, I mean, I could maybe get the Hoyer in here, but not the wheelchair. That won't carry it. The wheelchair weighs like 395 pounds, I think, almost 400 pounds. So, I know, and it doesn't have good wheels on it. We got gravel from here to there, and then we got a cattle guard bridge that we have to cross. So it's about a football yard away, but it's it's gravel and hilly. Yeah. Yeah, the manual Hoyer is harder to use, but the electric Hoyer definitely got crushed. I put it on my personal claim sheet. Hopefully they'll pay for a new one. I hope so, or at least a used one if I can find one, which are hard to find because everybody wants one of those. Because the oh man, maybe I just need to do a GoFundMe page or something so people can help me get a Hoyer, electric Hoyer, ceiling Hoyer or something. Then I can get them all around the house and change the bathroom or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I honestly, I just don't know what my next step is. I'll figure it out, I guess, or he will. Yes, the bed can convert into a seating position, and we've been since he's been down for so long because he had that bed sore. I finally got that healed, and we've been trying to, and he's been having low blood pressure, so we've been trying the last few days to like let him sit up in the bed and watch a little bit of TV, and then lay him back down when he gets like sore or hurting. And we'll lay him back down and turn him in a position and turn the bed around so he can finish watching TV. So we do a lot of that. We do a lot of turning that bed around, spinning it around, sitting them up, and you raise the knees, you raise the back. Yeah, that works on this loaner bed. His other bed was good. It had a T-toe, which helped us turn him, so we didn't have to use so much of our body strength to get him. And then with the manual Hoyer, we would use that, we'd raise the bed up and then raise him up and put things on so we wouldn't have to crank him and him jerk so much when we use that, because bless his heart, he's hurt enough. And I hate, I know that getting some feeling back is a good thing, but it hurts him and I hate it. I hate that he hurts. I don't want him to hurt at all. At all. I don't want him to hurt. It's like, it's just what it is. Thank you. I'm glad that you are glad to see me. I debated whether I was even going to do this today, but I thought, I can't make my channel grow if I don't get on it. So I'm trying to, this is my job. I'm trying to make this my job to where I can help our family with what we need and not have to be a person that is begging everybody to help me. I don't want to be that person. But sometimes you need help. I don't want to be that person though. At any rate, I will, I'm going to say goodnight to everyone. I'm going to go and tend to my honey and figure out why my car is beeping at me. Oh, God. I think it's the doors are unlocked. But anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their day. And if you can, please like and subscribe. Spread the word about my channel. Tell everybody. Tell the Buffalo Bills that, hey, their biggest fan just lost their house. Up in smoke. Not up in smoke, though. A tree fell on it. Big tree. Tell them that. See if they'll help me. See if the football players come down here and help me get my house back in order. What do you think? Anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful the rest of the day, and you all stay mystical and stay positive, sending love and light to each and every one of you. Till next time, bye.